Hi, so I wanted to give a little update on how the CIRS treatment is going and all the steps and stuff. This is me, just got out of the sauna, little red. I've been working on a lot of things. I'm up here in northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, the Duluth Superior area, and it is freezing. It's June 6th, and it's about 45 degrees outside and windy and cloudy. It's just awful. Don't move here. Sure, the lakes are pretty and all that, but don't get sucked in. It's cold here. It's never warm. So what have I been up to as far as my treatment is, I've been working on detox consistently every day, and that feels good. So step one is get out of the environment. I was able to move into an Airbnb, and then in a few days we're moving into the camper for the summer, and then just praying that people come help us with our house so we can get that baby sold and start building our dream home. So I'm in a clean environment. I've been taking Well Call 3 times a day, and then I take Ultra Binder by Cellcore to try to pull out the other types of stuff than mold, the heavy metals and all that. So I'm taking binders 4 times a day, and then every day I try to do something else to help detox, whether that's sweating, whether that's getting a sauna in, whether that's taking a bentonite clay and salt bath. I've also been doing coffee enemas, much to my family's horror. And those are pretty fantastic. So detox. I do feel some fog lifting, finally. It's been a long time, but I think it's lifting. We had a setback because I went to the gym and I was doing a sauna, and then that you need to rinse off the sweat right away to try to detox, get all the toxins that you just sweat out off your body so you don't reabsorb them, right? And I'm taking a shower, and it's so glorious because the kids are in kids club and it's quiet. And I look up, I start not feeling so good, and I look up and there's mold all over the ceiling. And that was on Friday. Today is Tuesday, so 4 days of fog after 1 exposure. So that's stinky. But I hear, as we continue to do treatment, that the fog won't last as long per exposure, or maybe I'll sense it quicker instead of sitting there taking an entire glorious shower before noticing. Also learning our surroundings and knowing, that's a place that I shouldn't go. Here's a place I can go, all that. So we're working on getting out of the house. We've been staying in an Airbnb so that I could take the medicine, and I just need help. Getting that house packed up, and then we can finish. We did the whole remediation's done. The testing is good. We just need help getting our belongings out of there and putting in a kitchen and bathrooms, because there was some water damage in the living room and there was some water damage in the bathroom. So the walls got taken out, and we had the companies come in and remediate and HEPA vacuum. So we got to put those back together so we can sell the house. What else is new? I joined Dr. Lisa Wiedemann's summer challenge. These binders seem to be giving me like a belly, and I don't know if it's the constipation or what. I'm not even constipated, but the belly appeared. So I thought, and the other thing is, there's a list of things we should avoid, like coffee and chocolate, and I forget what the other things are. Either they're so moldy, or they're inflammatory, or they're not good for people with autoimmune. And that's my daughter. I've had a difficult time giving those things up. I mean, I've given up so much as it is. It's hard to give up more and more. So I joined her challenge to be with other people who are giving things up for whatever their goal is, whether it's weight loss or trying to get into ketosis or people have many different reasons, and it's been so helpful. So today is June 6th. That means I've been without coffee for 6 days, and dairy as well. I really love dairy, but dairy does not love me. I really love coffee too. Ugh. But we're on day 6 and that's going really well. So it's also interesting to learn about ketosis. I have been on a meat and fruit and vegetable diet for years because of my food reactions. Years. And I always called that keto. I thought that was keto, but it turns out it wasn't. Being in ketosis is actually a little bit more difficult than you think, because you really need to have the right fat and protein ratios or you don't go into ketosis. Not to mention, I was under the understanding that you could continue to have fruits and vegetables, which really you need to limit, or your body uses those for fuel instead of going into ketosis. So this ketosis thing is very interesting. I've never done the monitoring, but I started using my monitor to track ketones and blood sugar, and it's been very intriguing. So the health quest continues. I really like carnivore. I've been carnivore since January 17th, and I really think that is an optimal diet for everyone. I've never really talked about the carnivore part of my journey, but that's really how I got where I am. I started out, my dad had said I needed to go carnivore for all my autoimmune problems I was having. And it took me some time, and I slowly went into it. I started in December, kind of eliminating more of the vegetables. And I lost some weight. I think I started at 199. So I lost like 9 pounds before officially January 17th going full on carnivore. And the first week I lost, I think, 8 pounds. After that, I went 6 weeks without losing weight. And that's when I was like, wow, my dad did basically the same thing, and he consistently lost like, I want to say 10 pounds a month or something. So he dropped 60 pounds really quick, and he made this comment. He said, "This is so easy. You guys are just doing it wrong." No, I am type A. I was doing it right and not losing weight for 6 weeks. And some bodies are metabolically not functioning, and that would be me. So after the 6 weeks, I added some timed eating where you eat in an 8-hour window, and then I would try to shorten it up or lengthen it, try to vary it, because you want to throw your body. You don't want your body to adapt to what you're doing, or it will just stop working. So you gotta change things up. You can't do the same thing every day. So I started doing that, and that I actually then dropped down to 163. So started at 190, got down to 182. So then I lost 20 pounds in the next couple of months, timing my eating. That is such a big deal. People need to know about this. When you are eating every hour, every 2 hours, you are spiking your insulin all the time. Even if you're just eating meat, you are messing with your hormones every time you eat, and it's telling your body, hey, don't use fat for fuel, because here comes some fuel. Use this. So if you're eating all the time, you are not burning fats. You are, when your insulin is spiking, you are not burning fat. You're burning your food for fuel. So having a window where you're not eating tells your body, go ahead, use your own body for fuel. I was listening to Mindy today, Fast Like a Woman Mindy, and she was talking about how she would tell people, listen, don't even change what you're eating, just eat the same things in an 8-hour period and see what happens, so they would lose weight. So that's a big one, is stop eating all the time. So that really worked for me until one day I felt like I had so much healing, I don't know, 3-4 months in, that I should try some dairy, because I had been dairy free for a long time. Before I got pregnant, I cut dairy, and then during my pregnancy, I added it a little bit in the beginning because the symptoms were so bad. And then I took it back out because I knew all of my kids had colic, and I should take this out before the baby's even born. And then while I was breastfeeding, I didn't have any dairy. And then when I started this challenge, no dairy. So we're going on like years of no dairy. And I was like, I should try it. And my name is Adrienne. I'm a dairy addict. So it's taken a long time to get that back out. And that immediately made me gain 14 pounds, as well as going back into the environment that I'm really sensitive to. Caused a lot of swelling. So the swelling plus the dairy, yeah, so I'm excited to get that back out and see how the summer goes, just subtracting those things and seeing if this, like my sister said, she said I looked 20 weeks pregnant. That's delightful. But some of the fog is lifting, so that's amazing. The housing thing, I'm just praying that that all works out. For today, I'm in a place that I can take my medicine and I can heal. And looking into getting my kids tested just to make sure that they're all good and that they didn't get my gene, because there's a good chance some of them did. I have 4 kids, so at least one of them probably has it. And I just don't want them to go down the same path I did. I'd like them to have it easier and not have mystery illness that nobody seems to be able to figure out. So that's all I got for today. Have a good day.